Hey, welcome back to the show, Real Fast Food at the Bryn Cafe. Listen, we're going to do another dish today that I have never done. I've eaten it. I don't remember what it tasted like, but I know I've eaten it before because I remember being served it. Apparently it didn't make an impression on me, so I'm going to try to change that a little bit of what I think should go on the dish. Before I get started, if you are cooking with me, you need to pause this video, get a big pot of boiling water going, because the thing that takes the longest in this cooktorial is going to be the pasta. So you notice there's a pot behind me. It's already boiling. So when I drop that pasta, I got about 8 to 10 minutes. The rest of this has to be done. All right? Cooking is all about timing. I'm always messing with Judy when she's in the kitchen with me. Right, Judy? Because when I cook, I like to do things in timing. So you always start with the thing that's going to take the longest and you work your way backwards. All right? So I'm going to tell you all the ingredients so you can get all that done. So the most important thing is to get your pasta water boiling. All right? By the way, today we're making clams and linguine in a white wine sauce. All right? So what are the ingredients you're going to need? Well, obviously, you're going to need clams. All right? Now, I went to the supermarket. The only fresh ones they only had 6 of them. They're very cheap, cost me like 41 cents per clam. But I really wanted more than that, and they didn't have it. So I did the next best thing, and I picked up a can of whole baby clams. I don't know how this is going to work out. But more than anything, I'm kind of interested in the juice. As a matter of fact, I am going to open this because I want the juice to go inside my boiling water. So as my pasta is cooking, Judy, remind me to get another can opener. So as my pasta is cooking, it's going to be absorbing some of the flavor from that clam juice. Now these clams have already been cooked. I'm not a big fan of canned or boxed stuff, but definitely clammy. So I'm going to just pour this water that the clams are packed in into my pasta water. Now, if you want to watch, you can watch. You see? Can you see me? See that? That's skill. You see I'm pouring that in there? Just make sure you don't get any clams in there. It's seafood. And I would imagine, like shrimp, clams become tough if they're overcooked. Don't overcook your clams. All right, so we got the clams taken care of. What else do I have? I've got about a quarter cup of shallots. I got some crushed garlic, about 4 or 5 cloves that I chopped up. I've got some salt. I've got some pepperoncini. I got some red crushed pepper flakes. That's pepperoncini or pepperoncino. Pepperoncini. Pepper. I got some crushed pepper. And yes, there is a difference, by the way, but now, because it's seafood, I did get a little pinch of Old Bay just for the flavor. I mean, literally a quarter teaspoon. It's just more for that flavor. I made my own breadcrumbs. Toasted some bread, put it in the food processor with some parsley and some green onions and some salt, some olive oil, and I toasted it in my oven for a couple minutes on 450 till they got nice and crispy. Can you hear that? Can you? Boy, that's gonna be part of our garnish that's gonna go on top. So, oh, and I also have a tomato that I wanna use. Why? You got it, for color. All right, so y'all ready to get started? I said, are you ready to get started? Are you ready to? Was that too much? Hey, are you ready to get started? Okay, let's get started. First things first, the pasta. Now, it's just Judy and I eating, so I've got some linguine, and I'm going to take about half of the box. That's probably more than what we'll eat, but it's beside the point. Drop it in the water. The timer starts now. Right now. All right, I need to get my tongs. Let's get this down in the water. You always want to make sure that your pasta is completely, I can smell those clams, the clam water. And I did put some salt in here. You want it, some people say like the sea, not quite that salty because, well, I don't know if you've ever been swimming in the ocean and you got some of that nasty seawater in your mouth. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of that salt taste. But anyway, all right, I'm gonna turn my cooktop on. Go medium-high heat. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take some olive oil and I dropped the cap, but you didn't see that. And I'm gonna put, maybe 3/4 to a cup of olive oil. All right. As soon as this heats up, I'm going to drop in my shallots. I'm going to drop in my garlic. I'm going to drop in my crushed pepper. I'm going to drop in my salt. I'm going to drop in my Old Bay. And by then, we're going to put some clams in there, the whole ones. We're not going to do the canned one yet. We're going to do the whole ones. Oh, I almost forgot. And we're going to use about half a cup to a cup of Chardonnay, white wine, all right, for that extra flavor, all right? I'm just waiting for this to heat up a little bit. All right, here we go. My oil is hot, or almost hot. So remember we got the what do you call it? The pasta back here going. I'm just going to stir it real quick. Make sure it doesn't stick. Coming right back. Now, I'm going to show you how fast this goes. And goes the shallots. Shallots are in. I'm going to turn this down a little bit because I do not want my garlic to burn. We're going to put the salt, crushed peppers, Old Bay. Believe it or not, y'all, we're almost done. We are almost finito. Okay, my shallots are in there. And I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit more. I'm gonna put my garlic. Be sure to not burn your garlic. It's not a good thing. Do not burn your garlic. As soon as you smell the garlic, go ahead and put your fresh clams in. And it's going to be in there for about a minute. We're going to take some white wine, about a half a cup or so. Cover it and leave it. I almost forgot my parsley. Let me go get that real quick. I almost forgot to mention we need parsley. My bad. My bad, y'all. I'm going to take some parsley, about 1/4 cup. Throw that in there. Now, as soon as these clams open, they are done. We're going to take them out. We do not want to overcook them. So as soon as you see that little clam shell open up, they're going to be done. Okay. All right. While that's going, I am going to somewhat de-seed my tomato, my mameta, because again, I just want this for color. I'm going to put that in for at the last minute. Kind of rustic. They don't need to be those clams. I see one open. As soon as the other one's open, we're going to pull them out. We're going to put them in a bowl. We're not going to leave them in there because again, we don't want them to overcook.
I was being nosy.
You were being nosy? You wanted to see?
My head might have been in the frame.
Oh no.
Sorry. I've never seen them being cooked before.
All right, there's 2 open. And we're basically steaming them in their own. There's 3 open. There's 4 open. We're almost done. Gonna get a bowl to take them out. Now, if after a minute and a half or so, they don't all come open, the one that did not open, throw it away, man. Throw it away.
Basura?
Basura. And the pasta is almost done. I told you, this is fast. This one's done. 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 This one's being stubborn. I'm gonna give it another few seconds and see if it opens. If it doesn't open, well, he's not gonna make it. All right, so what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go get my pasta. I'm not gonna strain it. I'm gonna show you why in a second. Okay, it's been about another, I gave it a whole minute or so. And this chumpy did not open. We're chucking them. We're not gonna take that chance. Not trying to get anybody sick. All right, so now, your pasta should be al dente, which means it should have a little bite left to it. You're gonna take it, you're gonna drop it right in your oil and parsley and your garlic. It's okay if water gets in there. In fact, we're probably gonna add some water in there to loosen up the sauce anyway. It's gonna make its own sauce from the starch of, from the pasta and the pasta water. I got a little ladle and I'm gonna put about 2 scoops in there. And that pasta is gonna finish cooking inside there. And we'll just put that to the side in case we need it. And we're just gonna mix this up. And can you see that? See all those colors and so forth? Now, keep watching, keep watching. Now that's gonna thicken up soon. Oh, that looks good. It looks so good already. However, I want some more parsley. And we're gonna put our matas in there. Y'all like matas, don't you? It's just for the color. May not be traditional. I think it's a different name. What is it, Von Clave or Von, I forgot the name of it. Look it up, you'll see. There's actually a name for this dish. Not just, look at that color, y'all. It's not just clam and linguine. There's an Italian name for it. But look at that color. See, that looks good to eat now. Already, that looks good to eat. You can see the sauce is starting to thicken. We are almost done, y'all. Come on, man. The thing that takes the longest is the pasta. When that pasta is done, everything else is done. All right, we're gonna do that. Now, because it's almost done, I'm gonna add the canned clams so they can warm through. Remember, they are all the way cooked already. They're cooked all the way through. So basically, we're just warming them through about another minute or so. Look at that, that looks good. What do you think, Judy? How's that look?
That looks pretty.
Pretty? You think it looks pretty? And then of course,
I want to take a picture.
You want to take a picture? You can take a picture. You can take a picture. I'm going to turn my heat up just a little bit. I'm going to add just a little bit more water, pasta water, because that pasta is really sucking that up. All right, and I'm splashing all over the place. All right, I'm gonna taste this and adjust my salt. Oh, that's good. Oh, I'm cutting this off. Oh, that's good. That's real good. You take the other clams, put them right on top. Uh-oh, I broke a shell somewhere. That's good. You know what I want to add to this? Some butter. Just gonna add a little bit of butter. Got about half a stick of butter. And I'm just gonna throw it in, man. I'm just gonna throw it in. And what's in there? See that sauce is still thickening? all that white wine, the tomatoes, the parsley, the clam juice. Look at it. Oh, I can't wait to eat this. I'm going to tear this up. I am going to tear this up. Glad that fan went off. Sheesh. And then just to top it off so it looks even fancier, just some more parsley. That fresh parsley and that cooked parsley will go really good together for texture and freshness. So there you have it, folks. That's it. 20 minutes max. 20 minutes max. I'm going to show you how to plate it in just a minute, or to serve it, rather. I don't know if I'll I might plate it. We'll see. All right, stay tuned. Okay. Take some olive oil, and you're going to put quite a bit in here. It's going to keep it nice and smooth and silky. That's why you want to use extra virgin olive oil, because you're going to be eating it. And it's actually good for you. Where's my tongs? All right. All that butter's nice and melted in there too. So we're going to go ahead and plate this up. Oh, that's nice. Oh, it smells amazing in here. It smells like an Italian restaurant. Can you smell that? Can you smell? I can smell it. I can Got to be more careful. All right, so got a little bowl, a little deep dish bowl here. Now, you'll notice I'm taking the tongs, I'm going straight up, and I want to go directly to the center of the bowl. And as I'm putting it down, I'm twisting. And we do this because we want some height to the dish. And I'll show you what that looks like close up in a second. And we're going to get some clams like this. Get some clams like this. And we'll get the clam like that. Now, I got one other thing. Judy, zoom in. I want to see something. Okay, so this is what the plating is going to look like. Remember I told you I had those breadcrumbs that I toasted? We're going to take that and we're just going to sprinkle it over. I'm going to add the lemon and we are done. All right, that's what it looks like, y'all. Real fast food at the Brain Cafe. Bones and appetites. Enjoy.